Is this the best micro inflator out on the market today? This purpose right here is to go ahead and eliminate this from being inside of your storage kit while riding a bicycle. Yes, these are efficient, but they cost money every single time they use it. The single cartridges we sell here, if you do not want to buy a pack, are about $3 to $4 per CO2. Obviously, if you buy in bulk, you can get them for cheaper. But the whole idea behind this is that you're able to save waste and also just recharge this to a point where you never have to go ahead and purchase one of those again. This is a micro pump that can pump up to 120 PSI. It's small enough to fit inside your jersey pocket and also can fit inside your storage container if you have like a SWAT storage or a keg or something like that on your bicycle as well. It can work with Presta or Schrader valves. It can even pump up your inflatable balls or also your pool noodles if you need to. Today's video, we'll go over everything this thing costs, price point, weighs in at, and what it can do as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So I've done some videos in the past with other micro inflators out there, but this one seems to be the top on everyone's list, and there's a reason for it. It definitely is the smallest, it's the most compact, and it is the lightest out there as well. And it seems to have one of the strongest pumps out there as well, so it's very, very nice. You have a silicone case over the product itself. You have a little LCD screen here. You have a power button and then a plus and minus for your PSI up there. It can go up to about 120 PSI. They say you can pump up a 700 by 28C tire on a full charge about 3 times, I believe, up to 80 PSI. And it retails for $110. They make 3 different versions. They make an AS2 regular, an AS2 Pro, and then an AS2 Pro Max. Obviously the Max being the biggest size, but this seems to be the sweet spot. So before I show you guys a demonstration on filling up a flat wheel, I'll show you guys what you get inside the box. You get inside the box here a waterproof bag, which is always nice, but majority of the times I probably won't be running this. Because this has this case on here, I'll probably just be running this bareback in my back jersey pocket. It's already set up to a Presta valve, and you can run this directly on your wheel if you want to, but they also give you attachments in here as well. If you do not want a Presta valve, you can swap this out by unscrewing this nozzle right here and switching this out to Schrader valve and just adding an attachment piece right there. Also inside the box, you get a charge cord. It is USB-C, which seems to be the best, and it has a fast charge capability that goes up to a full charge in 30 minutes. You have this nozzle right here, which will definitely help you out with hard to get valves, and this is what they recommend you using it for. Just in case your wheel has a lot of spokes, it's hard to take on and off. This will definitely be easier to set on your bicycle at first. So this will work with Schrader or Presta, and they give you all the attachments on there as well. And then you also have your ball inflator as well, like basketballs, pool floaties, whatever the case may be. We're in Florida, so we might use it there. And here's your attachment for the end of here to work with Presta valve. But without further ado, let's get this thing on the bike. I'm going to completely deflate my tire and show you guys how long this will take. And volume warning, I'm going to give you guys a test of how this thing sounds right now. So press and hold, turn on with the power button. We have our screen, which is 80 PSI. I like to run my tire right around 85 PSI. No calculations there. I'm just 200 pounds, and that's what I like to run. We have a 3-bar battery gauge, and let's go ahead and press this on. Ready? Volume warning. It is extremely loud. If you're going to go ahead and pump up your tires before a ride in the morning, like 5 in the morning, and this was to go off, my wife would probably divorce me and then throw me out and break my bike and run over their minivan. I definitely do not recommend pumping this up before rides in the morning time. It will be loud. But emergency times, you literally have 3 to 5 pumps, whereas a CO2, you might only have 1 or 2 inside there. So that's the best thing about it. You get 2 flats, front and rear, you have it right there if it's fully charged. So let's go ahead and pump up your tire now. All right, so we have here my Tarmac SL8, and it's a little filthy girl. It's a little filthy girl. It's been neglected. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to deflate my front tire here. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm running TPU tubes. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wheel all the way down to where the valve is on the ground side. So that way we can put this on here easily. We're going to push it down onto the valve like so. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And then we're going to fill this thing up and let it go. So let's go ahead and put it on there first. Hold on. All right, so now it's on there. We have connection. Let's turn it on. Oh yeah, baby. We're going to time lapse. And there it is. With inflation as well, they say it tends to get a little bit hot, but I like how they put this case on there to kind of suppress the heat. And then the gauge on here as well, they say is plus or minus 1 psi for accuracy. So actually really good. I will recommend, obviously this works. I'm going to store it in my case like this. And obviously that was not bad at all. I want to say it was a total of 60 seconds in there like that. I'm on the ground sitting down. I'm going to put it inside my storage keg like that as is, but definitely with the nozzle itself on top of the valve, it'll be a much easier connection on there to go ahead and screw onto the valve. I had it on there pretty good, but then a customer walked back here because we're midday at the store. So, but like if I'm in an emergency, I'm obviously just going to run this. I'm just going to hold down. But for sure, I prefer this. I actually do prefer this way more than a CO2. It's one more thing to charge, but I'm already charging my DI2, my hammerhead, my rear light. I don't mind charging my air inflator as well. So it's not the end of the world there. But yeah, that wasn't that bad. I mean, it went down 1 bar. I took this thing right out of the box, just put it on there. But I do like the idea of having this over the CO2s. I hate stocking the CO2s. Sometimes there's one time where I used the CO2, it got bad. I completely forgot to take out the bottle itself. Then I was stuck without CO2. So I just like having this inside my bag itself. So yes, that's it for the video. I'll put a link down below to check out their website. I don't sell these. I don't have a code or anything like that. I just really do think that the product works really well. I do prefer it over the CO2 because of the fact of just longevity. And like I said, I can probably get 3 or 4 charges or 3 or 4 uses out of this thing in one charge. Whereas with these, I'd have to take 3 or 4 with me. There's been plenty of times where I've gotten one flat and you're riding with a buddy. He gets a flat. So it might not always be the case of just having a 1 CO2 on you. This might be able to get you out of the pinch. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.